What's up, Sag? Welcome to your February 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but of course it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements, okay? I'm going to hop right in because I don't want to lose any messages that I've already gotten. This is an interesting month. This is an interesting spread. What I will say is my initial feeling was almost like some of you guys might have gotten into a situation where you're now looking at it like, ooh. Like I almost feel like some of you guys kind of want to retract a statement. This is really interesting. We're going to figure out what all this is about. Of course, I'm going to clarify cards. Now, I will say, as far as the cards that I have laid out here, out of the 6 that are out here on the spread, you've got one major arcana, which is strength. I'm not gonna lie, this might be a little bit of a difficult month for you guys because not only did you get strength here, which sits in your hope and healing sector, the bottom of the deck, you've got the 5 of Wands. This is conflict. This is not being on the same page. This is about competition. This could be about arguments, struggles, all these things. Now, with us being in Aquarius season right now, this is tapping into your 3rd house energy. So that has a lot to do with facts, information, communication, short-term travel, siblings, those sorts of things. So these are themes that may be coming up this month for you guys heavily. You've also got, with the full moon that we're going to be having later in the month, the full moon in Virgo, you've got 10th house energy, which is connected to Capricorn. So that's really all about public image, career, rules, that type of thing. Saturn energy, Capricorn energy, right? Now, it's interesting because underneath this 5 of Wands, you guys have a King of Pentacles. This could have to do with your living situation, your home situation, your relationship status even. Ace of Pentacles here, 2 of Cups here. This could have to do with love. This could have to do with committing to someone or being with someone and kind of recognizing that this isn't quite looking cute right now. I'm going to clarify this, but there is some conflict. Now, we are in Mercury retrograde, and I do think that that has a lot to do with it. You have an 8 of Swords here, you have a 9 of Swords here. So this is a lot of overthinking. This is a lot of that analysis paralysis. So that's also why I think that it feels like some of you guys might have put yourself in a situation that maybe a month ago, 2 months ago seemed like, yeah, this is the move, this is what we should be doing. But I almost feel like there may be some regret or some second guessing now coming up in this month. And again, Mercury retrograde, it kind of flips us on our head. So let's say if you're more logical and analytical, pragmatic thinker, Mercury kind of makes you a little bit more intuitive and emotional and watery, and vice versa. So it can be an uncomfortable time. It can be a time where you just kind of feel a little bit lost. It's really not a time to start new projects, to do new things. Of course, if you've already been working on something, then okay, great, go for it. Like this is, fine. But let's just get into this because I'm really curious. I'm feeling quite nosy. Now, you've got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Some of you guys might be seeing a lot of 3s right now. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You might be seeing those repeating numbers. The 3s it's the Holy Trinity, right? It's the coming together. Mind, body, soul, all the things. And then you've got that 8 of Swords I was talking about. So 3 of Wands, you basically got, okay, we've made the plan. We're waiting for our ships to sail in, right? This could also be talking about travel for you guys. Remember, I did say that there was, 3rd house does have a lot to do with travel, especially short-term travel. This could be about you guys, planning to lay some foundations. And like some of you guys, I feel like this is strongly about a move. Anyways, what it feels like is this is something that at first glance, may have seemed like a good idea, the coming together, right? It's something to celebrate. So whether it's a marriage, a commitment, moving in with a partner, connecting to a new job even, but there is now, we've got in the future position, 8 of Swords, this feeling of being stuck, this feeling of overthinking. Well, great thing about that 8 of Swords energy is, you kind of put yourself there. So you do have control to take yourself out, right? Now, this 3 of Wands, King of Cups, this could be about a relationship. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Okay. Some of y'all seems like you might have gotten to something that now it's kind of like, whatever it is, if this is a different person, like let's say this is a relationship status and let's say you're connected to a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this could be someone who has big plans for you guys, big plans for your future, right? This is someone who, I mean, if we're talking about a king, they're usually emotionally very stable, right? This is the most mature of their suit. This is a caring person, the very loving person, someone who is kind and patient and all the things. This is someone who makes a really great partner usually. Knight of Pentacles clarifying this Three of Cups. Now the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. The Knight of Pentacles is really when we need to slow down and look at the details, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles, he doesn't do anything without there being some type of security or stability there. Queen of Cups here. I do feel like you guys have someone who that you're dealing with that really wants to either solidify or bring this together. Maybe you guys move in together. There's all of this, but there is hesitation here. Now, I do feel like on the surface, it is a good thing. There's a Three of Cups that we're celebrating. There's serendipity. There's happiness, joy coming together. But there is also with this Knight of Pentacles kind of a message of being like, okay, yeah, that's cute, but slow down. Which is interesting. You guys are fire signs and your Sagittarius is at that. Y'all just be so quick. Oh my God. I don't know what to do with my son. But there's something about this that there's, and only you guys are going to know it, right? There's some hesitation there. There might even be some red flags that you're seeing. This could also be out of fear, but there's something that doesn't seem quite stable, right? Nine of Wands is clarifying this Eight of Swords. So whatever this means for you, I feel like some of you guys may have a good offer on the table in terms of a connection or something, but there's something that needs to be addressed. Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Seven of Swords energy is typically the thief or cheat, or someone who's kind of dishonest, someone who maybe withholds, someone who's strategic. And I feel like this is kind of landing on you. Like with this Eight of Swords, especially like if you guys are in a relationship, you might find that this month you kind of are distancing yourself or feeling like you're holding back a little bit if you're being honest. This could also be vice versa, like your partner doing the same. But this Nine of Wands person has gone through the battle, right? They've already gone through war. They've had hard times. They've literally got their head banged up and they're a little apprehensive to move forward on something. So I just feel like there was something that was shown to you guys, or maybe will be shown to you guys this month, that has you second guessing if this is the correct move. This is something, there's like an elephant in the room that needs to be addressed, basically. And you guys would do better just by addressing it instead of sitting here with the Eight of Swords. Now, it's interesting because I don't really connect Eight of Swords energy to like a Sagittarius personality. But again, I feel like a lot of you guys kind of feel like you're out of sorts. So for whatever reason, having this talk or having, this sit down, this communication, this understanding is feeling a little bit more difficult for you this month than typically. You feel a little out of sorts. Now you've got a Nine of Swords sitting in your environment. So this could be someone else. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with the air sign person, but there's a lot of overthinking, right? There's a lot of plotting going on. Although, yes, it doesn't feel like the plotting is malicious. The Lovers, Two of Cups. I feel like your lover, Sagittarius, has big plans for you. You guys might even be feeling like there's going to be a proposal or something coming up. But I think some of you guys are like, I don't know if that's what I want. And I'm getting the sense that maybe your partner is feeling it too, because this Knight of Swords energy is kind of miserable. This is someone who can't eat, can't sleep. They've got a lot on their brain, overthinking, stressed, worried about something. This Seven of Swords to me feels more like someone strategizing, trying to plan something rather than someone being sneaky. So again, it doesn't even feel like this is a malicious person or this is a malicious situation. It almost feels like you guys hopped into a relationship or something and you're like, oops, actually, no. Or maybe you've been dating someone for quite some time and they're ready to move things along and you're kind of like, oops, I don't know. Now, this could be due to other people, right? We've got the Five of Wands. Other people, whether it's on your end or theirs, this could be due to just you guys not seeing eye to eye. Like the closer and deeper you get into this relationship, you see that there are certain fundamental things to you that just, communication. You guys need to talk about it. This is going to be, this might be a month where for some of you guys dealing with someone, you guys are finally clearing the air and like addressing the elephant in the room. That's literally the only way I can say it. You got the Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords is about communication. Careful though, because the Knight of Swords, he can be a little bit spicy. This could be someone who puts their foot in their mouth often or says fucked up shit because they're upset, right? Like let's say you were dating someone, they want to take things to the next level. Maybe you're telling your truth and saying, okay, I'm not really ready for that. And so maybe they're the type of person who it's their nature to react and say hurtful things, something like that. That's just an example. And again, this could be vice versa. I'm reading for a lot of people, but there feels like keep your cool, Sag. Again, Mercury retrograde, things can be a bit wonky. And maybe this isn't a decision to be made now. Maybe this is something that you need to sit in for a little bit, right? And maybe you're able to have a better, more clear communication after Mercury retrograde. Like, so like what, the 20th, after the 20th? Because I get the feeling that, and this really isn't your problem, but it kind of becomes your problem. If you try to say something now, I don't think that the person on the opposite end has the capacity to meet you where you're at and hear you for what you're actually saying rather than putting their own twist and spin on it out of hurt feelings or whatever. So this is going to cause for you to have strength. And strength here is, it's the divine feminine strength, right? The ability to nurture a situation, even if it's a hard truth that you have to do. So this really isn't about being aggressive in like a macho way. This is about more flexing the vulnerability of you, whether you're a man or a woman. This is more about you being open and receptive to what they have to say too, because I can see that you guys might, like, let's say you say something they don't like, or they say something you don't like. There is this chance of, you know, things popping off a little bit. Now, what's interesting is at the end, you got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is typically letting you know there's a love offer coming in. 8 of Pentacles. This could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's interesting because in the 8 of Pentacles in the original deck, you've got someone who's doing independent work by themselves, right? It's just a man and his pentacles. In this 8 of Pentacles deck, you have 2 people. This could have been someone that you know from work or a work situation. Maybe you guys have worked closely in some capacity. We've got the Temperance card. This is your card. This is about patience. This is about things happening in divine timing. Tower. Okay, there might be a tower moment. For some of you, my guys, there might be someone else. There might be someone else. Pages always happen when we're on the cusp of new things. So this might be a love offer that's coming in, especially if it has to do with a earth sign individual. And I feel like for some of you guys, that might be the conflict. Like maybe you're not ready to take things to a next step with the person because maybe they were really just meant to be a rebound or fun. And they done fucked around and fell in love with you. Duh. And now here we are. That's really interesting. I do feel like there is communication that's going to be happening for a lot of you guys. It feels like it's going to be more towards the end of the month, which I think will be really good. Again, I think everyone's a little bit more on the defense. And this might not be the best time for you to have talks that are important because, again, I don't know that the person on the receiving end can actually get out of their feelings enough to hear you. But I do feel like there's worry with this person. Like they sense that things are different. Again, you guys feel like you might be a little distant, but it almost feels like you guys got into something and it was cute for when it was, and now that it's kind of trying to make plans and progress and talk about movement or coming together or like real connection, it's kind of like, okay, but wait, you know? Now, you guys have the dragons, slay them all. Okay, reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, her fighting the Jabberwockies. This is letting you know that you are able to slay whatever obstacles come in your way. Now, I love how she's holding an actual sword, right? Swords are about communication. They're about truth. They're about standing in your truth. She's using this one sword to do what she got to do. So again, having the communication that you need to have, having the clarity that you need to have, right? Instead of staying in this Eight of Swords stuck energy where you just got thoughts going on and on and on and on and on, right? Based on fear or whatever. Could be fear of, getting hurt, could be fear of hurting someone else. This is a month where you're going to have to make some real decisions about what you want to do. And you're going to have to really stand in your truth and be strong in it. And you can. You have the total ability, okay? Now, you've got the Union of Hearts. A love connection defies explanation. It's about love and everything that you do, right? And recognizing the love that is in your life. You know what? This card in the book, if you look at the booklet, it specifically speaks to needing to take time to kind of address the issues of love in your life or address the lovers in your life. Taking time from work and everything, because work and everything I feel like is really good for you guys. That's usually the case with these readings. I don't know, at least the Sagittarius that I connect to, in most cases, I feel like you guys are doing really well in your personal lives. It's where love gets a little bit tricky. And so this is telling you to kind of take time out and not focus so much on the work and stuff, because I think that's kind of set, and kind of address the love in your life. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be love between your kids, love between parents, love whatever, but giving those that you love a little bit more of your attention at this time. Also, this line, a love connection defies explanation, this almost feels like it's speaking to this. So again, if you guys kind of were with someone and they kind of like were reboundish for you, I don't know, for some of you guys, I just feel like there's someone else that you guys have on your heart, on your mind, and you can't explain why. It probably doesn't even make sense. It might even irritate you that you care so much about this person. Especially because Sag, I mean, you guys just aren't built that way. Like, when you guys really love someone, you really like someone, you really do, but you guys don't easily fall in love with people. So it's almost like, I feel like there's someone that you guys look at and you're like, why do I care about him so much? Why do I care about her so much? A love connection defies explanation. It just is. Like, there's just connection. And again, I say that because bottom of the deck here, unseen energy, there is a sense of competition. There is this sense of options and a few suitors and all of that. So I don't know. Okay, trust. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith that everything's going to work out, but also do what you got to do. Have the communication you need to have. We got to still do our own work, right? You got a lot about faith. You also got positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay, so this has a lot to do with even before you have whatever talks you need to have, even before you address whatever things you need to have address, you have to go into it having positive expectations. You can't go into it assuming that it's going to be a mess. Okay, otherwise it will be, right? We are constantly manifesting things, whether we realize it or not. And so your expectations and your intentions with everything that you do, it really does matter, and it really does set the tone for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Now, we've got two lions here. This is not going to be easy. I feel like whatever this is that you have to address, whether it's a romantic relationship, even if it's breaking up with friends, or even separating from a business or whatever. This is not going to be easy, but you guys need to have positivity and faith. Everything is working out. Again, you got the Temperance card. That is your card. Yeah, be optimistic. And then it says, my fearless freedom lights up the world. Okay? My fearless freedom. Fearless. This is not fearless. Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords. This is not displaying fearless energy. And if you don't want to feel like this, if you don't want to be stuck, if you don't want to be worried and looking over your shoulder, you have to go into this situation bold. And I think it's okay to do so. I feel like you're being guided. I feel like, you know, you got all the tools, honey. So don't be scared. You need to address this elephant that's in the room. If there's something that's been going on, you've been letting linger for a while now because you just don't want to cause a fuss or whatever, now's the time. Now's the time. Don't be living by default. Okay? I love you guys. I hope that this was helpful. Please, you know, show this video some love. Thank you so much for coming. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibetarot@gmail.com. But first, go to my About tab because I've got my menu of services and pricing all laid out for you. If you want a live reading, though, you can schedule that yourself with the link that's provided below. Okay? So I love you guys, and I hope that you have an amazing day. All right?